Most people, when they think of Satan, they think evil. Even the people who tend to worship him realize that historically, Satan has been known as an evil figure. Even people who aren't religious, who aren't Christians. So it's always boggled my mind when people willingly worship such a being. And then you have Tim Walz, and you're wondering, why would you bring up Tim Walz and Satan in the same sentence? Well, you might want to grab a coffee and lock in, because this is the God part of the God in Politics channel. So this was shared by Libs of TikTok on X, and I'm going to read to you the post, and then I'm going to show you this video. And I'm just going to let you know, I mean, if you're a Christian, it's going to disturb you, and it's going to boggle your mind that this is real and that this is happening in the U.S. state capitol. But let me go ahead and read to you what it says here. A plaque from the Democratic Coalition of Satan Worshippers is being displayed at the Minnesota State Capitol. It's thanking Governor Tim Walz for allowing the spread of Satanism. And it says here, Satan has a special place for you. Interesting. So let's go ahead and watch this video and talk about it.
This is Representative P.M. Altendorf coming live at you from the Minnesota State Capitol. I am on the ground floor, and as I was leaving my committee meeting today here earlier, I noticed that there is a new display here at the state capitol, and it's for Governor Walz. It's right here on display. So let me see. I mean, I guess I can't flip my phone, but I'll see if I can show it to you. So this is what we have here, everyone. Let me read it to you. The Democratic Coalition of Satan Worshippers thanks Governor Tim Walz for not standing in the way of spreading Satanism in the state capitol building. Satan has a special place for you. That's right, everyone. So the Democratic Coalition of Satan Worshippers, they have given some sort of plaque here to Governor Tim Walz. So let me be the first, I guess, to congratulate Governor Tim Walz for this very special award that has come from the Satan worshippers here in the Minnesota State Capitol. Yes, everyone, this is true. I am live, not making this up. You can't make this up.
She is as in shock as I was when I found this out. I mean, just stop and think about this for a second. This is a governor of a U.S. state. This is a Capitol building of that U.S. state. And not only did they give him this plaque of Satan, he accepted it. That should tell you a lot. You know, as a Christian, me being a Christian, that tells me a lot about him, the people around him, his voter base, at least the ones that know about this kind of thing, because I guarantee you there's probably a lot of civilians that don't even realize that there is this plaque there. I mean, she's a representative and just realized it. I don't know how long it's been there, but she just found it. I wonder how many people would stand side by side with him still if they knew, or maybe they do know, how many politicians, Democratic politicians are over there completely accepting of this. What I'm curious about is, I don't know how long this plaque has been here. I'll look it up, but I haven't really heard of any Republican representatives or, Congress people making a fuss about it. And I get it. We live in a country where there's freedom of religion. I get it. But this is what I'll say to that. Satan is a known evil entity. To openly accept a plaque, embrace that plaque from Satan worshipers, isn't that openly, arms open, embracing evil? Aren't you saying, hey, we're evil? You're saying it out loud. Is that not what this is? But I know, I get it. There's people out there that aren't Christians, that are atheists and don't believe at all. And they're just like, oh, it's whatever. I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see what else she has to say.
I don't know what else to say. I would think if you're Governor Tim Walz, you could choose not to have up this plaque. I don't know why a governor of a state would want this plaque, but there it is. Let me show you. Here we are, live at the state capitol, and the Satan worshipers have thanked Governor Tim Walz. And let me repeat this. The last line says, Satan has a special place for you. I'm speechless.
Yep. It's called hell. That's the special place. It's called hell. So, just to touch on this topic a little bit, this has actually been a growing trend in certain areas. where people are exercising their freedom of religion by putting up statues of, Satan, or petitioning to put up statues of Satan in random, locations across the country or even across the West in Europe. In some instances, right across from churches and such, whether to antagonize or, whatever it is. I mean, I get it. We have freedom of religion. Do I think that's a mistake? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I mean, as a Christian, I know what I believe. I know what is true. I know that Jesus is Christ. He is King, and he is the way. He's the only way. And I know this. And the thing is, there's plenty of evidence that confirms this. People just tend to ignore it. So when I look at my country who has freedom of religion, the reason why I think it's a good and a bad thing, here's the pro. The pro is, well, people of different religions get to come here and live in peace, relatively, right? And then they have a chance, being in a majority Christian country, a chance of learning about Jesus and converting. If we didn't allow other religions to come here, if we didn't allow other people to worship other religions, then they wouldn't have that opportunity to find Christ. So that's the pro. The con is there's some crappy religions out there, and you know which ones I'm talking about. The ones that will kill you and behead you for not converting, or for breaking their laws, or for being a Christian, or for being something they just don't agree with. So there's pros and cons to freedom of religion. And like I said, in a way, I do think the pros outweigh the cons to an extent. Now, as far as Tim Walz and everything going on in Minnesota, this is crazy to me. It's absurd. I think if you live in Minnesota and you are not happy with Tim Walz having accepted this plaque, I suggest you get to your Capitol building and start protesting that they take this down. If you're a Christian in Minnesota, or even just somebody who is like, that's an obviously evil figure being represented in the state capitol, no thank you. Just get up there. Let your voice be heard. Let it be known that this is not okay. And let's see what happens. But with that said, Christ is King. God bless every single one of you. God bless the Iranian people because they're fighting for their freedom. God bless the people in Minnesota, even the ones that don't realize that they're being misled. Hopefully their eyes will open soon. But Christ is King. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Much love.